You're welcome to M4S Studios. It's a beautiful day, I must tell you. Exciting, especially when you have a mastermind with you in the studio. Uh, Former Deputy Governor of Edo State, DG National Sports Commission, and a gold medalist at the National Sports Festival in football. So when you say, this is the oldest player, I'm sure if you go back to the annals of history, he's probably one of the to be recognized as those that has played at the elitist position and show that being physical and being sporty is good. And that's why probably is made the Director General of National Sports Commission, the intellectual hub of our sports. Excellency, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you in the studio. Yeah, it's. I think I'll just ask you, when you were made the DG of Sports Commission, how did it come to you? Shock, or were you ready to take that position?
Well, it was surprising, really. It was a surprise for me because, yes, I was expecting an appointment, but I wasn't expecting that I was going to be in sport. Yeah, it was not in sport. I was actually expecting an appointment. So it came as a shock. Just like everybody saw it, I saw it that way. So it was fine.
But the beautiful thing is the way you have handled it, the way you have taken the position and you are taking it to another level. What did you meet on ground? And how are you going to tackle the current situation?
What I met on ground was an NIS that, let me use this illustration, NIS that was under the ground, and I'm asked to go and make it a center of excellence. So I need to bring it out of the underground to the ground level before when I start building. So I met NIS that was 50 years old. It was established in 1974. After 50 years, it's like coming to start it afresh because all the sector, all the fabric that make it, all the pillars that make NIS functional are distorted. The good news is that the infrastructure, the pillars are all the infrastructure, they were solid from the beginning. So the integrity test that I've conducted shows that 90% of the structure are still intact. So we might just need to renovate. Only about 10% we will have to knock down and rebuild. So is that in terms of infrastructure. But beyond the infrastructure, there's this manpower gap, huge manpower gaps. And we have NIS that is core mandate is to train coaches and train elite athletes. Having more, the few staffs that they have are more administrative than the core professional courses, training coaches and training. In fact, the athlete aspect, we only have one staff in the Athlete Development Center that has the requisite qualification for athlete development. While in the academic aspect for coaches and the other sector, we have about 20 to 30% staff that actually their qualification is in line with the teaching and training of coaches. So the manpower gap is huge. So then policies and the curriculum, we have what I would call, the Mongo Park curriculum.
Like in most institutions in Nigeria.
Yeah, and for me, and for how sport is being run globally now, no, we needed to rigid it. And hence, we have to now have holistic plan. An NIS that we have a future. NIS that we have to build a solid foundation today for tomorrow and for next tomorrow and for the future. An NIS that can compete globally. NIS that is digital. NIS that will train coaches for coaches that will train athletes for the podium. So it's all embracing. Yes, all embracing. So we must get the coaches system right. When we get it right, we are sure that the products will be able to get these athletes. First, we have to identify this athlete locally. Because if you see the trend now in our sports, our sons and daughters, not that is bad,
Yeah.
but our sons and daughters that are born abroad
Yeah.
are now the one coming home to compete for
For us,
Nigeria.
yeah, true.
But instead, we are supposed to have our sons abroad and our sons at home mixing up to represent the country. But because the quality of what we produce now at home cannot
Stand, yeah.
stand the test of time, we are now relying on our sons and daughters that are born abroad, that are exposed to those facilities to come home to play. But the danger is that if you observe, we are supposed to be playing home and away matches in competitions, qualifications, and all that. But what we now see is that we have Nigerian team that play 2 away matches. Because when they come from abroad to come and play in
It's
Nigeria,
away.
they are playing away matches. When they now leave Nigeria again to go to another country, they are playing an away match.
Yeah.
But when you have 60 to 70% of home base team that are exposed to quality, quality facility,
Yeah.
and you have our sons and daughters, 30% of them coming from abroad to join them, my brother, we'll be playing home an away match, not playing 2 away matches like we are doing presently.
But really, yeah, like you said, we're going to get it back.
Yeah.
And I know it's going to be very touches. But budgets has always been the issue. How do you hope? I know with your clout, former deputy governor, maybe you should be able to pull this through.
Yeah, the 2026 budget is what we are looking at. But beyond the government budget, sport is business.
Yeah, it is.
And like I told my team just today, I had a 9-hour meeting today with my team. And I told them that they should see sport as an industry. And they should see NIS as an industry that is set and established for production. And they should think of an industry that produce clothes, produce different products for sale. So we are going to relate like that and act like that. So NIS as an industry to produce coaches, to produce athletes, elite athletes for the country. And NIS to also produce, to re-establish sport medicine.
Okay.
And sport medicine has different departments. Don't forget that beyond training athletes, elite athletes, and coaches that we are known for, we are also responsible to also train paramedics.
Okay.
And relating with stakeholders, one of which I would not want to mention his name, he has also asked that beyond paramedics, we should also introduce
physiotherapy,
sports
physio.
physio.
Yeah.
And when you look at sport physio and look at paramedics, those two are critical. Erickson will have been dead today if not for the paramedics that saved his life. They had to come in with their professionalism for like 30 minutes on the pitch to first restore the pulse before he was rushed away. Yeah. And he will have had a heart attack. Maybe if we had those kind of paramedics that are trained, Okwaraji will have been alive today. Yeah. So it's our responsibility also to train paramedics. Now we're also going to be adding the sport physio because we need physiotherapy for players to just recover
injury
from
management
and to recover from injuries and the rest. So beyond, I think the attention is more on coaches. Yeah. It's not just coaches. So I am bringing back life into NIS to actually, we are reactivating their core mandate, their NIS core mandate. And I was in the stadium the other day and somebody was like, oh, Nigerian sport. They were blaming one federation or the other. And I told them, I said, you are blaming the wrong group. I said, blame NIS. And the guy was shocked, like, what? You are the DJ NIS,
Yes,
and you are
yes.
saying it's
Blame me.
NIS that is the cause. I say, yes, NIS is the cause of the problem we are having. And I say, well, no, but you are the DJ. I say, yes, that is why I'm
Saying it, owning
I'm
up.
saying I'm owning up and I'm apologizing on
Okay.
behalf of NIS, because now we are bringing NIS back to its core mandate. And when NIS come back to its core mandate, we will not need calculator. We will not need to go through the route that we are going to qualify for World Cup. We will be in the podium. We will not be celebrating bronze in the Olympics,
Yeah.
because our core mandate, beyond training coaches, is to also train the elite athlete. Check the 1980 Super Eagles, Green Eagles then. Where were they trained? Where were they camped? NIS. So what has gone wrong? Then the oil came and we
Time.
forgot our
Call mandates.
core mandates. Maybe the oil boom to affected NIS. You understand? So, by the grace of God, we are coming with determination, with passion to correct it, because I was one of those lamenting and that things were not working in sport. So now we have been given the responsibility to make it right. For me, beyond the budget, the government funding, the private sector must come in. And private sector will not come to a place that does not function. Private sector want to identify with a brand that works. So we are rebranding the entire system now to the level that private sector will want to identify with the new NIS brand for us to partner to bring sport back to life, because we're all going to benefit from it. When these young guys are engaged in the morning, engaged in the afternoon, engaged in the evening, they'll be too tired in the night to do anything negative.
True.
They will so be engaged that even in the daytime, they will not be available and they will not be idle. And when they are not idle, the environment will be peaceful. The environment will be enabling for business to strive. And the business, the companies, the business environment will boom. So it's going to be a win-win. So the energy that these young men and women has must be converted. It must be used. If they are not used productively, they'll be used destructively.
No, but this is quite...
So that's where we're coming from.
This is quite exciting, because from what you are saying, I'm looking at the possibility of having a high-performance center.
Yes.
I know some years ago, Konjewela wanted to fund a high-performance center in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But with your vision, it looks like we are getting there. Because I'll tell you one story. The South African rugby team used a university in Pretoria. They had a high-performance center. And they found out that just working on the eyes of a player made the shooting rate better, and all that and all that. So it would be great to see finally a high-performance center that will even attract businesses from West Africa.
Let me tell you why I was the deputy governor of Edo State. After we've been able to revive Bender Insurance, revive Edo Queen, revive 15 sports, because out of the 37 sports, we decided that we cannot do the 37 at the same time. Let's look for sport that we have competitive advantage in Edo State. And we decided to take 15 of these sports. And I can bet you today, when we are on the bottom of the table in National Sports Festival, and those sports, those 15 sports have not been done, I am confident that we will still win.
Okay.
Because I know we are strong there.
Yeah.
And in the last sport festival, that was what happened. We didn't start very well, but I was not perturbed, because I know the core sports that we have trained and we have competitive advantage. I have not started. And when they started, you saw
jumped.
We jumped. We got 8 gold medals in one day and like that.
Yeah.
You understand? So for me, for us, what we are bringing into NIS now is to make sure that the performance level of all our games, and when I say all our games, Nigeria is large enough to compete in the 37 sports. Why? Because with our the establishment of the zonal offices now, all zones have competitive advantage in different sports. So we're able to decentralize the sports to areas where they have competitive advantage. We'll be competing all. And what that will do for us is, the high performance aspects, especially, let me give you an example of football. We are going to be eliminating coaches in various wards and local government and at district level. Next year, we are going to be organizing workshop and clinic to certify those coaches at that level.
Interesting. Yeah.
And you know why? There are people that have passion for sport and they decided to take coaching as a job.
As a job, yeah.
But
Without
they don't actually
certification.
understand
the whole thing.
the whole concept. To teach is different from just having the passion
to of it. Yeah.
to of it.
Yeah.
Teaching has its own skills. So the act of teaching is a course on its own before the technical aspect of what you are supposed to impact. So to impact this knowledge, you must understand how to impact it. So we are going to be going on the gradually going there to meet them at that level, at the grassroots level, to teach them the act of coaching and to teach them basics. Because if you see some of our players, even those that are playing the Super Eagles now, some of them,
they lack the basics.
They lack the basics. Yeah. Train. Somebody is in this, is running speed and there's a ball bouncing. You use inner step instead of side step. some instead of using instep, you use instead. So those little, they look little, but they are very critical.
Make a difference.
So you need a coach to know those basics to teach it at the beginning.
True.
So just using football as an example. So it's the same in other sports. So this is where NIS comes in.
All right.
NIS take them raw,
polish
them, teach them the basic. Those basics are what they will learn on before the skills.
All right. No, this is quite interesting. But I won't leave you without asking you about, you're a footballer. You played in the league. Would you say, are you satisfied currently with the way the league is being run? Is there anything we can do to get it better? If you look at PSL, for instance, in South Africa, it generates a lot of money. The average income of a player is about $5,000–6,000 a month, so they don't have any reason to run away. In Nigeria, the average income is about 500,000 naira. So players go to Benin Republic, go to Sudan, where their currency seems to be stronger and stable, where they earn about $1,000.
Yeah, I think one thing we need to deal with, we need to bring a lot of private sector participation in the league. Yeah. That's what is lacking now. From my experience in Edo State as deputy governor, if I have relied on state government funding for Bender Insurance and Edo Queen, we won't have gotten to the level we got to. Okay. Bender Insurance today will have still been in the NNL. Okay. If they are not even going to NLO. Yeah. The money that was approved by the state government to run Bender Insurance was not enough to take Bender Insurance to where we eventually took it to. We made a Bender Insurance that 40,000 naira was their salary, 35,000 naira was 30,000 naira was Edo Queen's salary. So we found out what was the standard, and they said 150,000. And so that was what the state government gave. And first season, we didn't do well. Second season, the quality of players were not there. So we have to now reorganize, rebrand. We rebranded the team, got private sector to believe in us. Okay. The first year, they were not sure. They gave us little money. So we decided that, okay, since we won't take that little money, let's start with merchandise. Yeah. We went into a partnership with a company. I don't want to advertise them because they won't pay for this advert. We went into a partnership with a company to print the jerseys for us. And we have an agreement. They will give us 1,000 of those copies. Those 1,000 was the seed that started Bender Insurance.
Beautiful.
With the money we made from the jerseys that year, we were able to increase the salaries of the players by 300%.
Fantastic.
So while the state government was giving us 150, we increased Bender Insurance salary to 350,000. Fantastic. That year, we got
good performance.
And from there, the company that we approached, the bank that we approached, that gave us little money, was not chasing after us because we became a brand. And that year, we signed a contract. They gave us 50 million. That 50 million, we increased the salary of the players again to 700,000, and depending on your performance, you can get to 800,000. But before I left Bender Insurance, the highest paid player in Bender Insurance was 950,000, while the highest paid player in Edo Queen was 810,000.
That's fantastic.
So, and we brought Edo Queen and Bender Insurance to have equal pay, which
it's not done any other place.
So Bender Insurance, Edo Queen, equal pay. And that is how. So you can imagine till we left, the state contribution to their salaries was 150,000.
Oh, interesting. That's good.
So if we can bring private sector in, more money for the players, and fans were now coming to stadium because we were now winning. Bender Insurance was a sure, every match was a sure win for us. So the confidence of the fans built up. They were ready to buy the jersey at any amount. They were ready to buy the mug at any amount. They were ready to buy
socks. There was good association.
There were good association. So for Nigerian league to get better than what it is today, we need less government participation, more private sector funding for the league.
Yes. On a lighter note, where's your salary? This 900,000. You played.
Yeah.
Did you earn a salary?
No. I played for Bender Insurance for 3 years as deputy governor.
I know.
Yes, and I have to my credit 8 goals.
Fantastic.
8 goals in the league, and in the National Sports Festival, I also played.
And got
I had 3 goals in the National Sports Festival. So sometimes people thought my medal in the National Sports Festival was maybe honorary. No, it was not. I played football, and for Bender Insurance, I played. I came to Lagos to play.
I remember.
Yeah. So it was real game, and it was also motivational for the team. Yeah, beyond me playing was also motivational for the team. So I was not earning the salary because I was already earning as deputy governor.
I know. I was just pulling your leg. On the final note, what's your vision on the Super Eagles? Will they make it to the World Cup? They have 3 more matches to go.
Yeah, we are taking a long route, and I want to apologize to Nigerians on behalf of all of us in the administrators of sports that we have to go this route of going through playoff.
Yeah.
We didn't start on time. That is the truth. That is the fact. We didn't start on time, and I think going forward, we are back as NIS, and we are also in the system. We will follow up everything to make sure that we start intervening on time so that we don't continue to use calculator and everything. It took the grace of God and Nigerian prayers for us to
get to where we are.
I am optimistic. I am a believer. I am sure. And with the energy I see in the players now, in the last game, and I've interacted with these players, they are determined on their own now that they must go to World Cup. Fantastic. So, and you can see it from the energy. And my prayer is that energy is sustained. With that energy, I'm sure that we'll make it to the World Cup.
Thank you so much. The Director General, National Sports Commission, erudite sports player, footballer par excellence, and a man with a good heart. We wish you well and your political career.
Thank you very much.
All the best. Ladies and gentlemen out there, I hope you had a great moment with the mastermind of sports himself, Philip Shaibu. Have a pleasant evening and enjoy yourself.